A major rally has been organised to protest the funding of abortion, and this comes after a new poll has showed that people don't favour public funding for elective surgery. And actually, I have no idea just how expensive it is. Jack Fonseca is from Campaign Life Coalition. Welcome to you. Now, I want to make this point entirely clear, because whenever abortion is mentioned, people say, oh, golly, I have this opinion, that opinion, that there's no compromise. I've thought this for years. There are many people who are passively pro-choice. They don't know much about the issue. They would say, oh, I don't care, woman's right, and so on. But when you tell them, you know, it's paid for by the public, or at every stage, it costs a fortune, they're cutting back on necessary surgery so they can fund this, then they say, you're joking. And I believe the vast majority of Canadians would say, don't make it illegal, but no funding for it. And this poll, I think, reflects that sort of thing.
That's right. You're referring to the Abacus data poll that came out a couple of days ago, which asked the question, you know, there was two key questions in it. One asked, are you aware that Ontario, the Ontario government, spends at least $30 million a year to subsidize abortions? And 91% said, no, I wasn't aware.
And nationally, is that replicated nationally?
The study wasn't done. It probably, I would guess it's very similar.
Yeah.
And the other question asked about their views on the funding, taxpayer funding for abortions. And 61% of respondents, that's you know, 6 out of 10 out of 10 Ontarians, said that they oppose the status quo, that they, at least in some cases, oppose taxpayer funding of abortion. So people are open to this. And of course, this spans across parties. The poll data shows that holds true whether it's you're a Conservative, NDP, Liberal supporter, your religion, age, gender. It really cuts across where it's common sense.
Yeah.
People understand that, hey, if you want to have an abortion, don't expect me to pay for it. You know, that's something you should pay for out of your own pocket.
Yeah.
And so that was a very interesting result from the poll.
We're both being completely honest, putting our cards on the table. Obviously, Campaign Life Coalition, you're committed to trying to end abortion, and I'm certainly pro-life. That's strongly my opinion. But I can't speak for you. I know that unless you're an absolute ideologue, there's very little commitment to fully publicly funded abortion at every stage of a pregnancy at a time of financial crisis. And I have met so many people who will say to me, I would never interfere with a woman's right to choose to have an abortion. Those words are difficult for me, but that's what they say. But they then continue with, but we shouldn't be funding what is elective. Life of the mother is not an issue. They've decided they don't want a baby. Okay, that's up to them. But why should the rest of people pay for it? So if you take in those who are pro-life, which is what, 30–40% of the country, something like that, I suppose, and then you put in the rest of those people who say, yeah, it should be allowed, but don't pay for it, we're probably looking at 75% of Canadians who say no funding for abortion. Why then do governments not listen to that? Why do they keep running scared whenever it comes up in conversation?
Yeah, it's absolutely absurd. And the point of the rally, the Defund Abortion Rally...
Yes, when is it?
That's going to be held October 22nd. That's this Saturday, October 22nd at Queen's Park.
That's next Saturday, isn't it?
Sorry, next, I apologize, next Saturday.
A week tomorrow, yeah.
A week tomorrow, October 22nd from 1 to 4 p.m. at Queen's Park. That's the legislature here in Toronto. And there's going to be people coming from all across Ontario to send a message to MPPs and politicians that, hey, abortion is not medically necessary, and you need to defund it right now. We oppose funding, and the Canada Health Act says that only medically necessary procedures must be funded by provincial healthcare plans. And it's very clear from the figures, even from the abortion industry's own research arm, that almost all abortions are performed for reasons of convenience as a backup birth control method. And
yeah, I mean, you are absolutely right. I mean, we know this material, but in all honesty, you honestly believe that this protest will lead to Dalton McGuinty? Dalton McGuinty is a man who is influenced by the last conversation he had. I've known him over the years, changed his position on the most fundamental issues, but he's not going to listen to you. His backroom boys will say, oh, extremists, don't touch them. He won't even be there. They'll pretend you don't exist.
Well, Dalton McGuinty's never met an abortion he didn't like, but that's besides the point. You know, this is about sending a message and creating a movement and educating the public as well as the MPPs that, hey, there's an appetite for this common sense, demand of taxpayers, where we see that you're funding a medically unnecessary procedure more than 96% of the abortions are done for reasons of personal choice, for reasons of convenience. We're killing babies. You know, 30 to 50,000 a year, conservatively speaking, spending conservatively speaking, 30 to 50 million dollars a year on the direct costs of abortion only, not including the complications. And we're drowning in debt.
Yeah.
Our healthcare system is neglecting genuine areas of healthcare, such as elder care, you know, autistic children, where we have over 1,200 children.
Jordan McGinty promised, gave his word, signed his signature that he would give special funding to children with autism, and as soon as he got into power, he changed his mind. I'll ask you something about Jordan McGinty, who's the Ontario Premier for those who are outside of the province. You don't... Look, if you're not a Catholic, whatever your views are on abortion and gay marriage, you're entitled to those opinions. We can say you're right or wrong. This man constantly calls himself a Catholic. He has helped to introduce same-sex marriage. He's fully supportive of abortion. His attitude towards the handicapped and the disabled, autism, for example, has been atrocious. Why hasn't he been excommunicated?
Well, in fact, he has. I happen to be Catholic as well. Campaign Life Coalition is a non-denominational organization, but I happen to be Catholic.
There's been a bell, book, and candle, and he's actually been excommunicated. He's no longer in communion with the church?
He is not. In fact, canon law, what it states with the church law is that
Now, hold on. You're going to mislead people here, because what you're saying is he's excommunicated himself.
Yes.
But he has not been officially excommunicated, and if he went to Mass, the chances are a priest will give him communion. You know that.
Of course, and he's being honored. He's being given platforms in all sorts of Catholic schools and Catholic forums.
Grotesque.
It is grotesque, and it's a scandal to those who might then say, well, if he holds these views and can still be a Catholic in good standing, well, maybe I can too, and others can, and that's a scandal. And the truth is he has excommunicated himself, and it does not require a bishop to pronounce that, to proclaim that.
But I'm just constantly stunned. I understand there has to be a middle ground, and people have to work together, church and state. But you don't have to be a Catholic. But if you're a Catholic, you do have to be one. Yes. He tries to get votes on this. Well, my wife was a Catholic school teacher, and I went to Catholic school, and my kids. But at the same time, he keeps on kicking dirt in the face of Catholic teaching over and over again. He can do that, but surely the church has a right to respond and say, I'm afraid now enough is enough.
Absolutely, and it would be nice that you know, all the bishops in Ontario would make it known to their pastors that, hey, this man publicly promotes abortion, and
he's not known. Nobody expects a Spanish Inquisition, but they don't expect the Canadian one either. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome.